Hi, this is a new program that I'm working on, and I always like to share my process with you. Excuse me, not my process, my progress with different programs with my viewers. And right now I have too many going at once. So I'm taking it back to this Tic-Tac-Toe, which I started maybe a week ago, and I've been working on it today, and I also worked on it yesterday. Um, but anyhow, so I'm getting back to this tic-tac-toe that I started a while ago, and what happened is for a couple days before that, I decided to do an animation. And so I worked on that for 2 days. It only took me 2 days to write it, and I posted it yesterday. And it's just a video memory demonstration. And I actually got the idea by watching other programmers, things that they post. But they're Commodore 64 based videos that I watch, and I try to see how I can incorporate some of that into the color computer 1 and 2. The color computer 3 was much more capable, but I don't have any know-how on the color computer 3 because I never owned one. I used to use a Commodore 64 after I stopped using the Coco 1 and 2. Or actually, I just had a color computer 2. And then I used a Commodore 64 for a while. I didn't do any programming on it. And after that, I scrapped computers for a long time. And I did get a Tandy 1000 SX and other Radio Shack PCs, and then I scrapped those for a long time. And anyways, I don't want to make this video too long here. I don't want to get into the weeds. I just giving you a little bit of background on my knowledge of these things. And this particular computer, the Color Computer 2, I'm actually using a Color Computer 1 emulator. I don't know what the difference is between the two. They seem the same to me. So I'll just call it a Color Computer 2, even though I'm using a Color Computer 1. It seems like the same thing. So this computer is not extremely capable. I'm going to tell you that right now. It is very limited. It has very limited text screen characters, which I showed you in a couple of videos ago. It is also, there is no text screen video memory. So if you're not using machine language, it's going to make it pretty hard to do much in text screen. And I'm not complaining about this computer because it's nostalgic to me. It was the first computer I ever had, but it is extremely limited, especially in text mode. In graphics mode, it does a lot better, but it doesn't have a dedicated sound chip. Number two, okay? Um, I'm not talking it down, I'm just saying, okay, it can only play individual notes, which is good. I can make that sound pretty good, but there's no layering. It's only capable of sound 1 through 255. Okay, those are all of its sounds, and then it plays and I could do a video on this. I'm sure you're already aware of this. It plays notes A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. And it can do this in eighth notes, quarter notes, 16th notes. You know, that's fine. It can play multiple octaves. So this is really good. But it doesn't have any music storage, which means if you're running something like an animation, you can't overlay it with music. And I did so in my video game that I'm creating, Tales of Suburbia, but it was just an act of trickery. It wasn't actual overlaying. I made it seem that way, but it really isn't. You know, you guys might know more. There might be peripherals out there I don't know about, or add-ons that I don't know about. But I'm finding it hard to work with, but I'm going to keep writing programs for it because I think it's a worthy computer, even though a lot of people, you know, just, it turns them off. But anyways, to get on with this, I don't want to ramble here, and my opinions change all the time, so don't quote me on any of this. But last time I was showing you text screen graphics. Now, I have a list here, a partial list of a program called Tic-Tac-Toe. And if I try to set a point right now on the graphics screen, and I want to set a white dot somewhere around here, it comes up as a white dot, but it's not the whole dot. And that's because of the green surrounding. But I find this strange because if I clear the screen, and I make it, I don't know, this color, and now if I try to set that point, what did I do? I think it was 30, 16, and I make it white. Now we get a white dot. Now that's correct. And I'm wondering, if I clear the screen and make it green, which is the regular text screen, and I set the dot, again, what is going to happen? I have a hunch that it's going to be a solid dot. Now, isn't that odd? Now watch, if I list the screen, and I list 1 to 10, and now I have some text on the screen, it's the same green background. However, if I try to set that dot, maybe I'll try placing it a little farther down, it still comes up as a corrupted pixel. This is not what I'm looking for. I don't know why this is happening, because I wanted to try to do a screen drain, and if you don't know what a screen drain is, that's when you have text on the screen and the computer wipes out the text pixel by pixel until the entire screen is the same color as the pixel. But if I tried to do that, I would get all these odd random dots, and I can't figure out what the problem is. Maybe if I try a black dot, see, even that comes up corrupted. There's a piece missing right here. So, I mean, I don't know. I might have to come up with a different strategy, but that just doesn't look good. People that program in machine language, I think they would have a better time with this, because also if I print at and I pick a location 80, I'm not really sure where that is, but I put like hi. Now, where did it put it? Where did it put it? It should be putting it, I don't see it. Let's try this again. CLS print at 200. hello, and oh, well, that's real good. I forgot to put parentheses, so let's try this again. List 1 through 10. Let's try print at 200. You have to put a comma, hello, and there it goes. It does that, okay? And it left everything to the left of it alone, but I think it took everything to the right away because of this green band. If I CLS the screen to blue and I put print at 200, hello, now watch what happens. It gives me this green band after, so if this was a loop, the OK wouldn't be there, but you have this band here and you can't get rid of it. So this is really bad. And you can't highlight the letters different colors, and you can't change the background. It's horrible. It really makes it hard. And actually, this is a monochrome background. So why they did this, it's almost like they did it, they just took the original TRS-80 and they left the monochrome background and added like some overlay color features, and that was supposed to be good enough. Like, you know, I don't know, if they took a little more time, this would have been a heck of a lot of a better computer. And it's just frustrating because they really didn't put a lot of effort into this, a lot of thought into this. I think it was cheaply made, and it's unfortunate. So it's just aggravating, and you have to improvise if you want to program on this computer. And I'll give you one more example before I get on with the tic-tac-toe that I'm working on. If I put print CHR $, and I pick, I don't know, 200, print CHR $. Now what is going on with this thing here? Isn't it this 200? No, that's not it either. Now, why isn't this working? Print CHR $. Oh, I think it's the comma. It's not supposed to be a comma there. So it'll print that character. But if I use print, and the thing about this computer is that all of the things that you try that don't work, you come up with solutions, or you improvise somehow. So it's a learning process. But if I put print at 200 CHR $200, oh, you know, this is not helping. Print at 200 CHR $200. Now it'll do that, but you'll have the same band there, green band, and there's no way to get rid of it. It's just really, I don't know what to say about it. I don't know what they really expected you to do with this. Unless you know machine language, you're going to have a hard time programming in text. And if you really want to make it specific, but anyways, so this is the program that I'm working on, and this is a tic-tac-toe game in text mode, and these are text graphics, and I can use all 9 colors. There's actually 8 colors plus black, so you can have black and white and everything in between, 9 colors. And this is all I have so far. And this took quite a while just to do this. It was very hard to do. Um, it's sort of like a trial and error. So this is as far as I've gotten with Tic-Tac-Toe. And now I have to figure out some way to make this game playable. And I'm not sure how to go about it. So I just wanted to share this with you, and I'm trying to come up with solutions here. I want to make this a two-player tic-tac-toe game. So I just have to figure out how to incorporate everything. And as of now, this is as far as I've gotten. I think it's going to start the game with X. And honestly, I should start X up here. And then wherever you place X, you're going to press the button. And the X will remain there. And then O will appear up here. And you'll have to place the O when you press the button, and O will remain there, and then another X will come up here until the game is completed. But it's going to take some engineering to figure this out. It's not, you would think that this would be something easy to do, and to be honest with you, I had an easier time making the preceding video memory demonstration. when you start to get into making games, it's just like a math snowball. It can be overwhelming, and I'm sure there's a way to do this, but as of right now, I'm stuck. If there's any suggestions, let me know. I mean, somehow I'm going to have to use variables. I'm going to have to incorporate variables that are on or off, such as like a equals 0 or a equals 1. So I use that technique a lot, and it works. It works good. But this is an action game, and basically using zeros and ones is what they call digital, and it works well. But I have to figure out how to incorporate it into tic-tac-toe. So, like, if I made this grid A, this grid B, this grid C, and if A equaled 0, that grid would be blank. If A equaled 1, that grid might contain an X, and if A equaled 2, that grid would probably contain an O. And if I wrote, if A is greater than 0, then the sprite will not be able to move into that area. That would work. But exactly how to leave a sprite there is just very complicated. So if anybody knows more than I do, and I'm sure I'll figure this out, leave a comment. And I hope I wasn't rambling too long. I do like this computer a lot, but it's a limited platform, and I'm trying to make the most out of it. I'm trying to bring out whatever people skipped over in the past, because I think it was there wasn't a lot of quality software created for this computer. They kind of fumbled through it, and I'm trying to do a better job and, bring out its full capability, because it does have some powerful capabilities. Um, the P mode page flipping and get input, if used correctly, can really be a powerhouse. I found that out. Um, I can't show it to you because it's copyrighted. I still have to get permission, I think, to show you, like, but I haven't had time to do that. I'm working on it, so I'll keep you posted, and thanks for watching.